Yuppa. You are literally just fucking all talk, bro.
Oh, be honest with me.
My ult's ready.
Do you know what rape feels like?
Alright, so you have about 2 choices when you get to this point, right? You can admit defeat, back away, mute the guy. Like, listen, he said something that weirded me out, I don't want to hear him anymore. Or you could buckle down and go absolutely apeshit and just say something that he wouldn't expect. I don't really know what you would say here. I don't know, based off his name, you could have went personal. You could have said his girlfriend's getting ground pounded, prone boned right now as he plays the video game. Seems he's pretty dog shit at the game. I know this quality's ass, but I can tell from here he's bottom frag. Probably could have went for that, been like, how are you shit at a game? You're getting out fragged by a woman. It seems none of these were on the table for her though. She instead made a third option and decided this was Riot Games' fault. The people that made League of Legends. I mean, like 60% of the people that play that game and Valorant, honestly, haven't heard a woman's voice besides through their 7.1 surround sound headphones. Plus, this guy's Australian, so the bar is already pretty low for his social skills. Plus, you're better than him at his bread and butter, the video game. So honestly, at this point, you've won. You could just mute him and you've won. But no, after a few attempts at a jab herself, could you take a wild guess what she decides to do?
No, I don't actually.
Well, do you want to know?
Are you saying you're gonna rape me?
Because you're heading on the right path right now.
Are you saying you're gonna rape me?
You're going on the right path for it.
Is that what you're saying?
Toxins going up.
It's not rape if I like it. Is it now? Hectic goal.
This is apparently a really strong person that has been streaming for a long time. With this implied, they are not new to this platform or the dynamics of the weirdos on said platform. You know, and I'm not going to defend what the Aussie said whatsoever. I don't find rape jokes funny, like, at all. I feel like he was just backed into a corner. He's not doing good in the game, so he felt like he needed to pull out the first thing that he thought would offend a woman, and apparently it worked. He actually got his way. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like that was her only option and she had nothing else she could do, because if she was really susceptible to something like that truly hurting her and crippling her experience, she would have muted him, changed the subject, and never spoke to the guy again. Seeing as she threw this game with him in it, I have to assume that this clip I'm about to play of her unmuting the guy and justifying it is before the first one I showed you.
Hey gaming, bro, this guy is an asshole. This guy's an absolute asshole. Like, I'm literally the only reason I have him unmuted. The only reason I have him unmuted is for content. Like, just...
So he ruined your experience, you muted him, realized the game just got really boring, the stream just got really boring out of nowhere, and then unmuted him again to see if you could get your hits in. And that's not even the biggest problem. To me, the biggest issue is you trying to come at Riot Games. I hate when people do this. You decided it's Riot Games, it's their fault, it's on them for not dishing out hardware bans. For something like this, at least. I mean, okay, they do ID bans, you know, they do hardware and stuff like that for cheaters. For people that are blatantly ruining the game for everybody. Your solution was already used and then you unused it. How is anyone supposed to feel bad for you at that point? Like I said, it clearly didn't hurt that much because you decided that you wanted to keep on like bickering with the guy until you got yourself a decent clip and then just decided to throw the match and end stream, I'm assuming. Meanwhile, he's shitting the bed and your team just got 13-1'd. I mean, you don't care, right? You're not even there anymore. I know you hear us. I know you see us. If this goes unpunished, I'm taking this as an active act from you that you do not give a single fuck about any of the women and minorities that play your game, and I will rally to boycott. This is just absolutely not on. That is like some Aussie shit, I don't know. Listen, I'm just gonna say what everybody's thinking. Rallying to boycott the video game for not banning this guy. No one's taking that serious. People feel there are a lot more pressing matters to get active about. Let's just get back to reality, alright? Let's get off the computer. 90% of the time somebody's yelling slurs out at someone, they don't even know if they're targeted at you. At least on the video game, they're just doing it to do it. Almost every time, it's just random. And if you don't like that, the mute button is less than 3 clicks away, typically. Somebody calls me the hard R in game the way I see it, I'm going silent, locking in, outfragging, hopefully winning the game for us, and then, you know, we can get into the shit talk, or we can start talking our shit once we're above them, because then they're just gonna call you bad at the game if you're not, you know, fragging over them. Honestly, it's kind of crazy how this whole shit talk thing works in video games. You can say whatever you want, but like the end all be all is if you're not above them on the leaderboard, your whole opinion's invalid. And people will back that up. Like I said earlier, your choice is to either prove them wrong, hit them with some words, or you can hit them with that local mute and try to enjoy your experience. Hey, and there have been some pretty insane brain blasters, some absolutely dog shit takes in this thread, enabling incels to go absolutely ape shit in the comments. This guy said, "Stop gaming. Gaming is for men." Do a little digging and surprise, surprise, he just might be a Nazi. This might be the most sensible take, the most sensible comment under the entire thread, to be honest. I'd have to say, though, the most level-headed thing about this whole situation is her complaining that she got a penalty. After leaving the game, she 100% could have kept playing, but then enables any weirdos on her side to go over and basically harass their account for however long they can. Like, you can change your name and everything on the game. You get a chance to change your tag, your name, and everything. After like, what, 30 days? So hopefully they haven't changed their names in a while. Unless they just enjoy the absolute mass friend request and probably mass report they're getting right now. I can't imagine that. Like I said, I'm not on those guys' side. I also don't think it makes any sense to tweet about how wrong harassment is and make Riot seem like they're on some sort of thin ice for letting this shit slide, and then blasting their accounts on your very huge thread for everybody to see so they could do exactly what you don't want done to you. But hey man, that could just make me an apologist. That could just make me an incel. I call it muddying the waters for your benefit, but do whatever you want, of course. That's all I really wanted to talk about though, you know what I mean? Moral of the story, if you want to make a clip victimizing yourself, go ahead, do it by all means. Don't try to make it like a statement or an ultimatum for Riot Games so people can rally and make a huge deal out of this for like a week and a half and then forget about it. It's kind of ridiculous. Hopefully this didn't ruin streaming for you personally. If it did, you weren't built to be a streamer in the first place. I'm sorry to say that. What else do I have to say? Thank you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like and subscribe. Also be sure to comment down below so I can go harder while you're at it. Go follow my Instagram and my Twitter, and I'll see you guys later. Peace, peace.